So YouTube is making some major changes, which I'm not happy about, and neither will you be. All this coming up on another episode of The Daily Drop. Good evening, everyone. It is August the 11th, 2026. I'm your host, Vinny from South Philly, and this is The Daily Drop. And I have to tell you, I'm a little bit troubled. Being a content creator and putting primarily my podcast on YouTube, among other places. I mean, I'm everywhere. I'm on Apple. I'm on all the, iHeart. I'm everywhere. But regardless, I like to put my videos on YouTube. Some changes were just revealed. Upcoming changes from YouTube to increase the bar on what it takes for ad revenue. So check it out. If you're new to the game or you've been around a little while, criteria was like 1,000 followers or subscribers, as they say, and 4,000 qualified watch hours, which, trust me, is not easy to do. That's a lot of videos, depending on if you're short, long range, whatever. Or it's like 10 million, shorts. Again, not easy. Now, I understand this, okay? I get it. They don't want just everybody on there. It'll be inundated with just content, and everybody's going to be making, half a penny on this and a half a penny on that. I get it. You got to have some sort of criteria. No issue with that. No issue. But now, effective February 2027, they're going to make it so now you need 8,000. That's right, you heard me right. 8,000 qualified watch hours instead of 4,000. That's tough. That's especially if you're a beginner. I mean, now if you can get there, if you can get that 4,000 qualified watch hours before February, before this takes effect, then you're grandfathered in. But if you're not, you're screwed, plain and simple. And I don't know the rationale. I guess that, again, everybody's wants to be a content creator. Everybody thinks it's the next gold rush. It may be. It just might be. Actually, it is for a lot of people out there. This is a gold rush. There's people that have made substantial amounts of money by becoming content creators, throwing stuff on you. I mean, look at Mr. Beast. Again, this is not, to reach that level, nearly impossible. But there's people that have, that are lesser known, but they make a living. They make a living off of YouTube. And they do great stuff. They make great content. And they're consistent. And God bless them. God bless them. I'm happy for that. I want to see more people do that. But now here we go. Now YouTube putting the bar higher. And I want to say this. I think it's really unfair, and I think I speak for a lot of content creators out there. Maybe I speak for the majority. I think it's very unfair that us as content creators, we spend a lot of time, energy, and money in a lot of circumstances to create a film, create a reel, create intellectual property, to then put it on YouTube and pray to the gods of the algorithm to go ahead and push it out to people besides our moms, uncles, and best buddies. Okay, and God forbid somebody actually subscribes, and God forbid anybody actually likes and comments. It's so difficult. And then at the same time, and a lot of us are putting great stuff out there. It's not like we're just, taking a video of our crayon hand-drawn pictures. Like we're making these things into mini masterpieces in a lot of cases. And look, my short film Washington Avenue is on there for free. Okay, we're putting actual movies on there. People are putting movies, trailers, you name it. And YouTube is benefiting from all that content. I'd love for someone to audit them just to see all the amount of free content that YouTube gets from people like you and I, and they don't pay one red penny for it. It's just free content, and they're making billions and billions of dollars. I kind of think that this should almost be like a class action suit. There's a lot of unfair stuff going on, and for them, not only it was already tough at 4,000. Now you're going to make it 8,000 for these poor people. It's not right. And if anything, I think they should even lower it. That's right. They should lower it. They should lower it to 2,000. You know, I just think this is such an unfair thing, and I'm a little bit disgusted. But see, they know that they're the biggest distributor in the world. They are. They're the biggest distributor in the entire world. They know they built it, and we're at their mercy. And what do we do? I don't know. Maybe I honestly think, and this will be interesting, and we'll have to revisit this when the time comes. I think this is going to create a scenario where people may just give up. Because I'll be frank with you, I don't know how much I want to support that. That's crazy. But you're going to see, and mark my words, you're going to see a lot of content creators saying, you know what, I'm not, the hell with this. I'll just start my own website. You know, I'll just go on a different platform. I'll go on, you know, another streamer. I'll go somewhere else. So I'm hoping that a different service rears its head that can challenge YouTube, because at this point it's become too big to fail, and now they're dictating some really unrealistic expectations to the small guys and gals out there. They're just trying their best just to get monetized, and that's another thing. Let's say you are monetized. Let's say you are qualified for ad revenue. What are you making? $50 here, $30 there, maybe $10 here. Come on, nobody's making any big money. And if you want to survive and you want to make this as some sort of a main income, good luck. You better be single and living like in an efficiency, and then maybe this will be a paycheck for you. Maybe you could survive. But you're not gonna make enough to really make or have any kind of significant lifestyle. Again, unless you have a huge following. And even if you do have a huge following, and if any of you out there listening, you have a huge following and you're monetizing, I'd love to know how much. I'd love to know your opinion. If you want to say how much you make, that'd be great. But I think the opinion here has to be, what the question should be. Let's say you're a big person, you're a big fish out there, and you're making some money. I'm very much willing to bet that you're not getting what you deserve to get paid. I still am willing to guess that you are not properly being paid for the level of commitment and creativity that you're putting out there in the world. Willing to bet that. So I don't know the answer. I'll tell you one thing, I'm sure as hell going to be looking for an answer. Because I'm not going to take this laying down, because we have all worked so hard to build our respective audiences, and it's completely unfair. I know there's some changes going on in Instagram. I know Instagram is going to be kind of almost competing with TikTok on ways to have shopping and different things. So maybe social media platforms kind of give YouTube a little bit of run for the money. But I'll tell you what, though, when you do these type of things and you enforce these kind of new policies, you automatically change the behavior of your followers, and they will not stick around and be abused and be taken advantage of. They're not, and I really do mean this. I think you all out there who are content creators that are listening to this should really consider how valuable you are and how valuable your stuff is for these platforms, and not to simply sell yourself short because they're making boku bucks, they're fat in their pockets, and we're getting nothing. So again, YouTube upping the ante, changing the game on us. Very depressing news, and we all have a decision to make. Those of us that create, where do we go? What do we do? More and more, the independent person out there is going to have to find a way to make it on their own. Because just like in the film industry, no one's coming to help you. No one's coming to save you. Just like the big studios. And YouTube hasn't learned that lesson, but big studios kept it among themselves. Locked out the little guy. And then people, they get tired of that. So that's why independent films are making such a huge resurgence. Because people want what they want. They want good quality content. If the people who are making the good quality content are either being ignored or taken advantage of or plain out disrespected, they'll do it themselves. And the fans and the people out there and the followers and subscribers will follow along with them, because it's not about the platform, it's about the people. I go to YouTube, I want to follow somebody, I want to watch their content. It's because I want to watch them. And it just so happens that they're on YouTube. So creators, create your own path and take your followers with you wherever you go. That's my take on it. I would love your opinion. Please drop some comments. Let me know what you think. I would appreciate also, for now, as long as we're on YouTube, to please go ahead, subscribe, follow me on my social media platforms under Inside Hollywood with Vinny. This has been the Daily Drop. Let's pray for a better day. And I will talk to you tomorrow, guys. Be well, stay well. God bless always. And remember, it's up to you to call the shots. Don't let these big fat cat companies dictate to you how you should behave, what you should do, and what should be demanded out of you. This is your time. You're the creator. You are the talent. They're just the penny pinching, greedy bastages that don't even want to give you a nickel. So until next time, brothers, this is Vinny from South Philly. Talk to you again real soon. Love yous.